Hi everyone, welcome in. Catching up with Mark Jones ahead of the big day on Tuesday, Cup Day. There is 6 chances for the stable throughout the day, potentially 7 if things fell in the favour of Harania, but that probably won't happen in the size stakes final. But Mark, we'll rip right into it. We kick off the day with the 2,600 metre trot. You've got 2 runners in there. We'll start with Majestic Lavros and the decision to go here and not into the trotting free for all. What was behind that?
The 1980 mobile doesn't really suit him, and we've been putting him against a big fish all season, and he's run placings but hasn't been able to win it, and just thought we'd be able to put him in a race that he can win.
So is the plan still to head to Friday and the Dominion safely through this Tuesday?
Yeah, all going well. He'll definitely head to the Dominion, and the 2 miles should suit him there, and probably actually just getting back to his own grade will be a big help, I'd say.
Where do you think he's at? Obviously, you've had a few problems, but are you happy with him at home and his work and things like that?
He had a lot of issues, but just had a drive on him myself this morning and was pretty happy with his work, actually. So his trial on Tuesday or Wednesday was okay without being super, but I think that brought him on a bit, and he said I was pretty happy with his work today. So I think you'll see probably one of the better versions of Majestic Lavros turn up, I'd say.
Excellent. Sue Princess also in the race. You're taking the drive on the horse you part own yourself. Probably looking for a really hot speed and one crack at them, mate.
Yeah, what you with her, she's got to be on a game, and she's got to hope she trots away and finds a sit somewhere, and she'll keep up, but she won't be a threat, I don't think.
3 chances in the second on the day, a 1980 2-year-old and older. We'll start from the top of the book. Monaco Grace, 2 good runs down south. Thought the Cup trial run at the Cup trials last week was pretty good. What was your assessment?
Yeah, she's probably a bit disappointing both times down south, but she's been a bit crook, and her trial on Wednesday was pretty sharp, so definitely seems better and gets the right draw. So she's a pretty handy maiden. I see Phil Burrows as one's got in there. He's probably the horse to beat now, Rakiro Rebel, but from one we get our chance, and she's a pretty good maiden, and what's a good field, she's still a good each way chance.
You sort of said leading into the Kaikoura meeting that if Chelsea Bill brought his manners, he would be a bit of a chance, and he went a good race for second. You put the goose on Tuesday. He's got a wide draw to contend with. What sort of run's he going to need to be a chance?
Yeah, he'll need a lot of luck out there. He's a nice maiden, but drawn 9 over 1980 makes it very hard. So he's just got to go back and hope for luck, and he'll be running on, but it's going to be hard from out there.
You drive Chance Achiever, the third of the stable's chances in the race. Tricky second line draw, but a good trial performance recently, I thought.
Yeah, she's probably a horse with a wee bit of ability, nice maiden, and from the draw is going to be awfully hard. She's going to have to go around them. So, she's probably one to follow when she gets a good draw in the right race, but it's just going to be awfully hard from the draw this week with a couple of better ones drawn handy off the front. Monaco
Grace, the best of the 3 from the draw?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. She's definitely the one of our 3 of the pick of them.
Go to race 6 for the next stable chance for the day. Deny Everything. Obviously hasn't been seen since he beat Shan Noble and Steal the Show earlier on in October. Where are we at with him? Nice quiet cup trial for him last week. A, where are we at with him? And B, it must be exciting to have a horse like him racing on Cup Day.
Yeah, just hopefully get redemption. It's, he ran down the track favourite about 2 or 3 years ago, and he's kind of come on a fair bit since then and probably surprised me a bit. And he's just had a quiet run at the trials on Wednesday, and Sam was happy with him, and he pulled up good, and his work this morning was fine. It's nothing super, but he's not a great track worker, and he's done pretty well since the race. So he's
there you go.
We all know he's good enough, and as I said, he seems fit and well. So it's exciting to take him there, and hopefully he can keep the picket fence in order.
Mark, you would look at his 4 runs back in this time and look at him like he's a big, robust, needs to be out and rolling type. What's he like off the back of a horse? Has he got push button speed?
Yeah, the funny thing about him, he's probably better driven for a city. He's very fast for a big horse, and if you go back through his form when we have sat him in, he is very quick, but he's good enough to lead up and run some pretty good sectionals off the front, and it's probably what we may look to do on Tuesday, all things being equal. But he's very adaptable. He relaxes during the run. He can do whatever you want. He's a perfect racehorse. So it gives Sam's a few options. But they said he ran 27 down the back last start and still got home in 27. So he can do it either way.
Is he starting to appear to you as a horse that maybe in 12 months' time could be contesting a race like the New Zealand Cup?
Yeah, he's probably leading towards that one. That's where he'll probably end up, and probably have to sit down with the owners after Tuesday and probably kind of map out a thing. We may want to look after him and give him another decent break and kind of map towards 12 months' time. I like to make plans for me horses, and he's probably one I do want to look after. He's come a hell of a long way in a short time this time, and he should be better with another break and come back. So we'll get through this Tuesday and hopefully get a bit of luck and plan that. But in the ideal world, I think he should be there in 12 months' time if everything stays sound and with him, and we have no more issues with him.
Excellent. That runs through the runners for the day. Probably can't let you go without having a wee chat about the New Zealand Cup. What are your thoughts? Who would the one horse that if we said you could drive any of them, which one would you want to be on?
Yeah, I was probably going to lean towards Nathan's horse just on its lead-up form until unfortunately scratch, which is bad luck for Nathan. And I'd probably lean towards Self Assured. I just think he's got enough speed, and he's going to be primed for the day. And just watching him in his lead-up race, he was pretty big in the condition for him, and you could see he was always going to improve the most out of all the runners. So I think he's the one. Second row probably makes it harder, but he does follow out some pretty good beginners on the front row, and copy that. If he finds a front, he's going to be awfully hard to beat because there probably isn't a lot of pressure besides South Coast Art in the race, and Class Brigade's going to get the right run on the markers. But I think just on sheer ability, I think if I was to drive one horse, I think it'd definitely be Self Assured.
Beauty. Hey, Mark, all the best with the team on Tuesday. We'll catch up later in the week leading into show day, and hopefully we can talk about a couple of successes on the biggest day of the year.
Yeah, it'll be nice, hopefully, and good luck to all the people out there and all the punters can make some money.